How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's good. I'm waiting for some people to get up in here. See what's gonna go on. Guess nobody's gonna come live with me today. Here I was hoping. It's being hopeful. Well, it is what it is, Pretty sure I can do this by myself. They're probably at work. Most people are. I was at work. I didn't get home until 4 o'clock this morning, so bear with me. I'm still brain focusing. So address some of these comments that are poking in. You know how you know when you're talking truth? Are you 10 years old? Grow up? Yeah. Well, know what I gotta say about that? I don't give a fuck. Morning, welcome in. How you doing today? You doing good? Hope so. Sorry if my voice sounds a little weird, but I'm doing through freaking sick crap. And we're on, just like that. All right. Hey, good morning. How you doing? Don't mind me. I'm a little sick today, so I'm going through things. But no, just addressing comment sections today. Well, the haters. Hey, how's it going? Know how you know when you do something good? The haters tend to come out and troll. Love it. And they get mad at you. Those generally means you're doing something right. Or you're saying something right, even though they'll try to say you're wrong. Love those two. Yeah, I had someone tell me that Tom McDonald had more number ones than Upchurch. Had 46 to Upchurch is like 14. I go, you have to send me the proof on that because I don't know where you're getting that information from, brother, because that is inaccurate. Because I was on both their Wikipedia pages under their discography, and Tom didn't have any in the number one spot. Farthest he got was 5. So I'm like, what the hell? Still makes sense. So I screen recorded and put it up into my story to show proof that, dude, where are you seeing number ones? Because if you had number ones, they would also be gold. There would be platinums. There is none. WSP. You're going to have to, I'm an old guy, so you're going to have to elaborate what WSP is. Because me, I think WASP. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. See, there's 8, but I probably reckon most of you'll dip out. They always do. So, WSP. Oh, Maria, how's it going, Maria? Good morning. I know it's too early for this shit, even for me, and on top of being sick. But I needed to. The last thing I posted was on my story, so I figured it was time to do another live and have some fun. And I do. I like having fun with everybody. How many Creek Squad we got in here? Katrina, how's it going? Good morning. Softball, good morning. How you doing? How many Creek Squad we got in here? Or I could redo this. How many holler boys and girls we got in here? Softball. We have a holler girl. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Do we have any Adam Calhoun fans in here? Let's see where this is gonna go. I can see my thumbs down emoji starting to work. Softball girl. Right on. Just in time. We got any of them people in here? I'm a friend. I'm a fan of. Well, I was a fan of Adam, but to be honest, I only messed with him because I messed with church. That was the only reason why I ever messed with Adam. To be honest, that's just kind of how it worked out. I was never a fan of his music. I only had like 3 songs of all of his I actually liked. Miss Barbara Simmons. Go check out Upchurch. Go check out Adam Calhoun. Go check out all these people. They're independent artists. If you don't know who they are, you'll know. They are amazing. To some people, just not well. Like I said, I'm only a fan of like 2 of Adam's whole songs. So, Tom is what actually this video got started. So, I had my comment section yesterday. I had a guy tell me that Tom McDonald had 40 something #1 hits. Oh, there's a problem with that. The math didn't add up. So I went back and did a live feed. Well, screen record it for something this morning to prove my point. Because if you have #1s, most generally they go gold or platinum or silver, depending on how long they've been at the #1 spot. So I went back and showed him that Tom hasn't had a single #1 since he started. And I went back and showed him Upchurch. He's got gold, platinum, and golds. So I was trying to not really throw shade at Tom because I don't know. I don't think it's really Tom's fault, but anywho, I was just trying to get the facts straightened out. And I like Tom. Tom's a good artist, but for me, he's just kind of got overwhelmed. Exactly, different road, different genres, different ways of music. So, each their own. But for some reason, everybody thinks I'm trying to throw shade. I'm not. I like Tom for what he does. He's I know now they're calling him a mega rapper, which I think is funny. Because they're like, oh, he's leaning towards the red a little too much. Well, if you listen to Tom, he also says he's not a Republican or a Democrat. So, again, internet and social media will tend to paint their own narratives of somebody. And they're doing the same thing with Upchurch in a way, saying that he's a drug addict and this and that and the other with no liable proof about it. It's kind of my take. He's definitely mega. No, fan base, yeah, probably they would look at it that way. But like I said, also they try to paint pictures of people, and this is the thing about that's what they get paid to do. I mean, they get paid to make views on people. I I don't see it. To me, facts speak louder than words or actions, and I'm struggled with addiction in the past. I think a lot of us have, whether it's a drug or internet addiction, or there's always a form of addiction. And even cigarette is an addiction. Alcohol's the addiction. Vapes are an addiction. I mean, we all deal with it. It's something we all have to go through. So my biggest thing is fan bases should not be split in the way they are over a little rat beef. And it's the same way with families shouldn't be splitting over politics. It's got to be the most stupidest thing ever. And I wish Tom would use that platform and hit that narrative a little harder that it's okay to be one or the other. You shouldn't have to pick a side. I know he did in a couple songs. The System was one. He nailed that in. Um, I know he did it into another one. I can't remember the name of it. But I know the System was one that Tom actually did hit that point to where the system doesn't care what race we are. It doesn't care about anything. Exactly. Exactly. Like I said, I like Tom as an artist. It's not nothing I say is to throw shade at the guy. He's really talented. But if anybody didn't watch Flawed 2 a day, well now 2 days ago with Bravo and doing one of Church's songs, I recommend you check that out because Bravo was breaking down Church's bars for Flawed, who didn't understand why everybody calls Church the GOAT. He goes, I'm not seeing it. And he was actually, Church was labeling bars on top of bars, and he wasn't catching none of it. And after Bravo brought it down to him, he's like, oh, wow. How can he do that? Well, that's because he's on a whole nother level. But Tom is, again, on his level. And Adam, I don't know where Adam sits. After hearing that from Bravo Gator, just was like, so where does Adam now fit in all this? Because Bravo literally said he ain't even a goat at this point. He's a freaking llama. So hearing that come out of Bravo Gator's mouth about Church, now I'm sitting here thinking, so where do you fit with all this? Where does Adam now fit in? Where does Bravo fit in? I know Bravo pretty much just said right there he was doing it for the clout and the views, pretty much like they all did, which is fine and dandy. That's probably why Upchurch ain't even going to respond to half of them. So I want to know if Flawed's going to go back and look at those diss tracks that Church made, but I don't know. That topic at hand here, back to Tom. But so I have 9 people in here right now. I have a question for you. How many of you know Adam Calhoun? I'm going to ask you a question. This is going to be fun. That's why I'm bringing this up. Barbara, if you check out the independent lane, you'll find out there's actually a lot more. Adam had the song with Tom called American Flags. Yeah, and he was on the actual first Brave and second and the Brave 2 album. You'll know Adam if you know Tom. And the only point I'm making, guys, is hearing about Tom. I mean, and Adam. Yeah, Tom has him on a couple tracks, more than a couple. Might recall that shit. Yeah, he's been on a couple tracks with Tom. Well, actually, probably more than a couple, like a lot. Like I said, he did the first Brave album with Tom, Brave 2, and I actually bought the Brave. It's a good album. I'm not saying that Adam don't have bars or Adam can't sing or anything like that, because obviously he can. I just don't think he's in his element. I think Adam, I'd like to hear Adam actually in his element. And I'd hate to say it, I think that's gangster rap. I think that's really where he belongs. Because he's trying to lean that way already, and I honestly think that's where he would be better off. And that's just my opinion. I mean, most of his songs nowadays mostly lean towards beating people up, shooting people, guns, etc., etc., etc. Nova. Nova's good. I got a lot of heat because I said something about her. So, and I know I shouldn't have said it, but somebody had to. Somebody had to. So, in an interview, Tom said he couldn't go on tour due to Nova's respiratory issues. So, I made a statement saying that if she had upper respiratory issues, how the hell can she rap that fast and take deep breaths just fine? That makes no sense to me. But through the looking glass, looking back at it, it might be because it's not for a long period of time. I never thought about it that way. So I actually did apologize because I did not look at it in that light. Writing a song, doing a song is a little different than actually being up on stage and singing it and down bouncing around and everything else. It probably is a little different. Well, that's what I mean. See, that's what I was thinking. I just didn't understand it. It almost seemed like a cop out to me. Of that's why. Oh, that's why he didn't want to do it. It would just seem more of a cop out that he was making enough money just off his album sales and his iTunes sales and his merch that he really didn't need to tour, and that's just kind of how I looked at it. I mean, easily Tom could fill a stadium, guaranteed, easily, no doubt. Tom could fill a stadium. I wouldn't even dare say that because I know damn well he could. If Tom really went out, I guarantee you he'd pack a stadium, 100%. And I think that's why a lot of fans wish he would, because I know Tom. I guarantee you, I don't know him personally, but I bet you Tom could pack a stadium easily. Like I said, I did apologize for that statement because I don't know how the severity is, and that's my fault for jumping to that conclusion. And I kind of left myself open to get yelled at about it. And like I said, I did apologize because, yeah, I didn't put all that thought into it. I immediately went off the dome and went out. So I did apologize for that. Yeah, especially in the Midwest. If he was to go to Chicago, hell, if he would even went to Iowa or Colorado would be his probably be where he would be at, in my opinion. I mean, that's where I'd want to be. Kansas City, yeah, Kansas City. Dude, I think he should do it. Has he ever done a track with Tech Nine? I don't think he has, but that'd be lit too if he did. Do a feature with Tech. Yeah, I go to Kansas City like almost like once, maybe twice a month. But no, my comment section's been getting weird, so that's why I decided to go live. It's more fun to address these people if they were actually in my chat, but didn't figure they would. Instead of red. Bobby Hopton, how you doing, brother? I'm doing all right. Just having some fun. We doing talking. It'd be funny if him and yeah, it's my old company hat. I don't even work there anymore. I wish I did. Money was better. No, I worked for it's a company called JBS here in the Tumble, and Swift Prepared Foods was bacon. I worked the bacon department. I ran the smokehouse. So yeah, I made bacon, quite literally. I smoked it, got it ready for them to slice. Oh, if you love bacon, chances are you probably had the ones I cooked because I did it for. I made bacon for Costco. I made bacon for Sam's Club. Made bacon for Walmart. I made bacon for Burger King. Made bacon for Sonic. Well, Bobby, I got a conversation for you about the working thing. So I got into a conversation with my wife. So for 6.5 years, I worked at this plant, Swift, prepared foods, making bacon. So for 6.5 years, all I did was work. I had no time to myself. Didn't have much time to make YouTube videos or anything like that. Oh, I'm sure, Corb. I'm sure a lot of people have. Um, so I started looking around, and now I got all this time that I didn't have. I used to work Monday through Sunday all the time. I mean, we never had really days off. Smokehouse never got days off. We always ran. So Monday through Sunday, I was always working from 2 p.m. to 10:30. So, and then here I got last October, I got fired. So, and I was on points of all things. No, it wasn't a dirty UA. I got fired on points, and because I ended up getting a back injury, my L4 and L5 vertebrae narrowed, which was causing me extreme discomfort in my lower back. Couldn't figure out what the problem was. Ended up going to a doctor. They said they were going to give me FMLA. So I went in, got the paperwork, took it to my doctor, brought it back. Didn't look at it. See, this is where this gets funny. That my doctor didn't put down that she found anything. Said she didn't find anything. But I got a letter in the house stating the opposite of what she put down on that paper. So I looked right at everyone in the HR room. I go, which one of y'all paid off the doc? And they go, what? I go, you heard me. Which one of y'all paid off the doc? Because, well, it's funny how she writes down nothing, but I got this paper in my hand that stays what she found. No, this was my doctor, personal doctor. And I believe they paid her off. And they really didn't like the fact that I told them, well, do I need to hire a lawyer and have her investigated and have her accounts and everything gone through? Because they can do that. And they, got real quiet, and then got right to the point. Well, what do you want to do? I go, what do you mean? What do I want to do? Obviously, I want to work. I want to keep my job, but you guys have a job to do. You tell me what you want to do. And they go, well, here, sign this paper. So I got terminated. But the point of that is now that I have all this time and I've looked around even my hometown, like 6.5 years, everything's fucking different. Oh fuck no, they don't like Discovery. Hell no, they don't like it when you call them on their bullshit. And if you actually look up JBS pork, you will find out that company is always, always getting sued. It never stops. It never stops getting sued. There is a new lawsuit every day on that company. But it's a $1.2 billion company. They can lawsuit that company all they want because they're making it back. And I'm not talking by the minute. I'm not talking about by the month. They are making it back by the hour. No cap. They are making that money back by the hour because they own almost all the pork production in the U.S. So they're like I said, they're a multi-billion-dollar company. They are not hurting. They're no matter how much they sue them and try to bankrupt them or keep them off the world trade, which is what they're still trying to work on. It doesn't matter. That company does not need investors at all. But back to what I was saying though, after 6.5 years nonstop working and actually taking a look back, and I got to see my oldest two kids. Bear in mind, I have missed birthdays, I have missed Thanksgivings, I have missed Christmas Eves, Christmas days, all for that plant. I've gave it all to them. I even worked during COVID. When COVID was a thing, I worked through it. So one day I happened to look at my daughter. I go, when in the hell did you get taller than me? And I'm 6'4". My daughter is 15 years old and already to almost taller than her dad. She's like right here. So I was like, when the hell did you get so damn big? I have no idea when it happened, but after really looking at it, it's like life sat still on my side, but everybody else kept moving. I stayed because I had a routine. Every day was the same. Get up, go to work, eat, come home, eat, sleep, get kids to school, get everything done around the house, then go to work. Everything was the same routine. So for me, life and how I felt is life for me stopped, but everybody else around me kept moving. It's like I quit living, but no one else did. Oh, no doubt. No, they don't, dude. And you know what's sad is, JBS when I was in orientation, they flat out. This is what they told us. You could die tomorrow, and there will be a gold hat in your place before you're even in the ground. And that is no understatement. They do not care. They look at it as you're just a number. That's why you have an employee number. See, a lot of people don't realize that you are a number. You are a number on a spreadsheet. They do not look at you as a person. They do not look at you as anything more than a number. To them, you're not real. That's why you have a number. And it's sad that these people are actually mentally programmed. That's why they make you go to college because they are mentally programming your supervisors, your green hats, to actually look at you as a number, not a person. That's why they can be heartless. They can be cruel. And you're like, do you not have any humane? No, they don't. It's gone. They brainwashed them to that perspective that you're a number. You're not real. Even though they can feel you, they can see you, but you're not real. And I hate to say it that way, but from someone that has been through, I don't know, probably 8, 10 supervisors in 6.5 years, I believe I'm on the right track because a lot of them do. They can't deal with that constant drive over there, dude. It is a constant drive, and it's a drive that they do not care about how you feel. Exactly. You're only as good as your last Swift self. Oh, that is exactly right. And the way that place looks at it is, if you get injured, you're no longer valuable to them. They look for a reason to get rid of you. So I decided when all this stuff started happening on the YouTube channel here, with like Adam Calhoun, Upchurch, and this country rap thing that I've been a fan of for so damn long, I decided to start speaking my mind a little bit and help broaden my surroundings a little bit. I would agree with you. I think that is why they're trying to knock out the family farmers because, hell, the price of eggs, price of eggs here in the town right now is like almost $7. I can go to my local farmer anywhere here around me on a gravel road, and I can buy them for $5, and that's for 2 dozen for $5. So that's why they want to get rid of the farmer because without the farmer, you can't go directly to a farmer. You have to go to that store. You have to spend that money. It's the same way with corn. And yeah, it's the same way with corn. Like you want to spend their prices, your local corn farmer will sell it to you for about. Sometimes they give you what was it like 5 for 5 or 10 for 10, 8 for 18 eggs. See, yeah. I mean, it is. It's a lot cheaper to go through your actual farmer than what it is to go to the damn store. That's why my mom, when we were younger, that's why she used to get the brown eggs. She'd go right to the farmer because brown eggs were way cheaper to get through them than what it was to even picking up the store as a kid. $17 at a local store for 18. Holy shit. That's for corn. That is ridiculous. Oh, eggs. Okay, I see that now. I see that now. My bad. That's still ridiculous. $8 for 18. That is ridiculous. Only had 5 chickens. We were giving eggs away. I bet. Yeah, I bet. That's why I said I go to my local farmer for most of that shit. But remember, if it ain't FDA approved, let me tell you something about FDA. Man, Food and Drug Administration. Shit, man, them guys be crazy. It's about like USDA. Sometimes if it says it's certified, that's sometimes not a good thing. Yep. Scam. You said it. There was a video I watched years ago. It almost turned me vegan. I'm not even joking. Nope. The way I see it is, nobody in this government is working for us. Yeah, I almost went vegan. I love my meat too much. I can't. I mean, I like my chicken, but there was a video on YouTube that my dad had me watch. It said while you were sleeping. Right? Exactly. That's why a lot of people are also going to the local farmers to get beef. They're going to their local farmers to get chicken because you know what you're getting. Here, they did a study, and this is no cap. They did a study. I do hate McDonald's. It's an addiction that is real, and I see the same cars in my local one every day. Oh, fuck that. Would hate to see their food bill. Man, just on McDonald's alone, every day, same time, same car, same place, and they go not once, not twice, but 3 times. What was I gonna say? I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Oh well, I guess it ain't important. I mean, each their own. Yeah. Um, I worked at McDonald's, and I'll tell you what, their patties are definitely ultra thin. Don't look really like meat. They're just pink frozen circles. They almost look like they just put it down in liquid, pressed it down, and threw it into a freezer. Thank Lord, that means a lot. Yeah. Well, if I could take it back to the original Georgia boys, Hick Hop. See, I don't know much about that, so I'm gonna have to look into that whole pink filler thing because that's intriguing to me. I'm a conspiracy buff, so I also like conspiracies. Halftime show. I didn't even watch it, to be honest. I watched maybe like 2 seconds of it. I heard a lot about Arby's. I even heard that they have pre-cooked food that they're now giving out. All they do is throw it into a microwave and heat it up, throw it on a bun, and serve it. I do not know how true that is. I was actually told that. So I still need to look that one up. I don't mind rabbit holes. I went down a couple. Some of them I thought were going to get me killed a couple times. But sometimes going down a rabbit hole, the more you read, the more you dig, the more you find, is it's what makes it fun. But the problem is when you start discovering more and more and more, and you're like, man, I want to put this out there. And then you got this gut feeling of, this is the shit people die over, and I don't know if I should put this out there. Oh man, if we were to spend more time researching things and understanding things than complaining with each other 3/4 of our lives, we'd probably figure out a lot of shit. Here's a question. Barbara, I want you to look this up for a moment. Now, the dolphin is the only fish, mammal, animal, whatever you want to call it, that uses 100% of its brain. As Americans, the genius only uses 25%. Imagine what we don't know about our own brain and how we unlock that 100%. Because as we're trained as children never to use 100%. That's why they make you go to school. It isn't to teach you; it's to train you. Exactly. We only understand 20%. Now, if a dolphin can use a sonar and that uses 10% of its brain, I mean 100% of its brain, imagine what we could do at 100% as a human race. Mind blown. So I've always wondered that. Why are we trained to only use so much of our brain? Not even Albert Einstein used 100% of his brain. He only used 25%. That's why they say most geniuses only use 25% of their brain. Exactly. So what do they know that we don't know that they are so scared of? Is it the fact that we would have the ability to think and speak for ourselves at a timely cost? Is the power that our brain holds stronger than what anybody is aware of? I don't know. That's just always the questions I always have. Well, yeah, you control the mind, you control the person. It's kind of like this thing with Upchurch that I've been speaking on. You know, it took them 3 years of this constant drug thing to finally pick up. That was 3 years of them with this drug narrative and just keep going, keep talking about it, keep talking about it, keep pushing it, pushing it, pushing it before it finally took traction. But the problem was the only people it took traction on were the people that actually paid attention. I don't know. I spend most of mine daydreaming, however, 2/3 of the time. And that only takes up maybe 0.5%. But anyhow, back to what I was saying. But the people that caught on to that were the people that weren't paying attention. And the ones that were paying attention were like, what? Attention goes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We can go all the way back to AC/DC with Angus Young being on acid while live on stage. I didn't see everybody having a big problem. He needs help. He needs help. Hell no, he's putting on a show. Let him go. You had Metallica that was always drunk. They even had the nickname Alcoholica. They were peeing off the Empire State Building onto people's heads. Did anybody say, hey, they need help. They need help. Get them help. No, they were sitting there cheering, pee, pee, pee. I mean, each their own. Me personally, if someone pissed on my head, I don't care who it was, I'd be pissed off. But I was being pissed on, so I'd be mad. um, and what was that? Oh, everybody does. Oh yeah, some of the best music ever for sure. I mean, everybody has their demons. I mean, look at Five Finger Death Punch. By no means, Ivan went down the road of depression and got up into the bottle. Thankfully, he got help. And hearing him tell that story though is freaking crazy. Because they said when he walked into the inpatient, they said we need to do this, and I guess he blew, and they go, "How are you even breathing? How are you even standing? You should be dead." Um, from a religion standpoint, yes. Most of us that are Christian will suffer way more, but as we wander away like lambs that we are, we'll wander away. And the one I loved by him the most is one I still listen to a lot. Even though he went mainstream, it really doesn't bother me a whole lot because I'm a big fan of his old stuff. And fuck, what song was that? The mirror looking at me. This is the monster I came to be. This is the circus you all came to see. I love that one. That's my favorite one. Facts. Hard facts. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here for today. Yeah, that shit was awesome. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Jelly has some songs, like I said. I understand he went mainstream, and I'm okay with it. It ain't gonna stop me from jamming his old shit. It might stop me from jamming his new stuff, but I like his old stuff a little better, anyways, in my opinion. Yeah, you too, Barbara. Yep, you too, Bobby. You guys have a wonderful day, and God bless, and stay safe. I'm gonna go take some medicine and relax because my voice is starting to go in and out. So, you guys have a good day, and might go live later on again tonight. So, if so, I'll see you guys then. Later.